What is going on, guys? PapaSea back to the Duel Links video for you guys, and today I'm bringing you what I think is the most optimized version, or close to the most optimized version of Spellbooks. If you guys enjoy the content, you want to support the channel, make sure you leave a like down below, and subscribe if you are new. Now, I know what you're probably thinking if you're subscribed to the channel. This is like my third Spellbook video in a week. I just absolutely love this deck. Very fun to play, probably the most consistent deck I've ever played in this game, just because if you open with Blue Boy and pretty much any other spell, you're pretty good. So I'm going to explain the deck because I'm going to assume that maybe some of you guys don't know how the deck works. Basically, the way the deck works is you just keep activating your spellbooks because you want to charge up your Spellbook of Fate. What does Spellbook of Fate do? You can banish 1, 2, or 3 spellbooks from your grave to activate 3 different effects. If you banish 1, you return a set spell and trap your opponent controls to their hand. Banish 2, change the battle position of a monster to face down defense or face up attack if it's face down. And then 3, banish 1 card your opponent controls. So that's pretty much the main card of the deck. This deck doesn't OTK. You know, you could play a 30 card OTK variant like I did in the past. That deck, it's not bad. But I feel like with the 30 card variants, if you don't open grass, you pretty much just play a less consistent version of the 20 card deck, if that makes sense. So, first off, you have 3 Spellbook Petition of Prophecy, aka Blue Boy. When it's normal summoned or flip face up, you can search for any Spellbook spell card. Very, very good. Next monster is Strength of Prophecy. Once per turn, you can shuffle a Spellbook spell from your graveyard into your deck to target 1 spellcaster once on the field. I think you increase this level by 1 as well. Yeah, you increase this level by 1, and it gains 500 attack permanently. So, you can summon this, just get a 2k beta, which is pretty nice. Next up, 2 Fool of Prophecy. A card that I did not think would be very good. He has a pretty long effect, but the only thing you care about in this deck, because you can't even pull off his second effect, because you don't play level 5 or higher Dark Spellcaster, is you send 1 Spellbook spell card from your deck to the graveyard. That charges up your Fate, sends dead spell cards, very, very good. Onto the spells, 3 Spellbook of Secrets, search for any Spellbook besides itself, pretty good. 2 Spellbook Library of the Crescent, one of the weirdest cards. I find myself going back and forth between should I play 2, should I play 1. I feel like personally I prefer 1, but I've been doing better with 2, if that makes sense. So what does this card do? If you have no Spellbook spell cards in your graveyard, so you pretty much can only activate this like first turn, or if you clear your graveyard with Strength of Prophecy, you get 3 Spellbook spell cards from your deck, different names, and your opponent randomly picks 1, adds it to your hand. Very good first turn because it helps charge up your Spellbook of Fate because it adds an extra Spellbook. If you open, like, let's say you open Fool of Prophecy. If you open Fool, Crescent, and then, say, Secrets, you could summon Fool, activate Crescent, use Fool's effect, send the other Crescent, because usually the second Crescent's going to be dead, and then you already have 2 Spellbooks in the grave for free, which is nice. One thing I like to do with Spellbooks, especially if I'm going second, is I like to be able to Fate on my first turn, and then set up for another Fate the next turn. Which you might see me do in the Duel videos. Hopefully I don't completely scrub out. I'm pretty sure I'm on a 2-game losing streak, so if I lose another one, I'm pretty sure I rank down. But 3 Spellbook of Fate, best card in the deck in my opinion, I already explained it. 1 Spellbook of Power, I like this card a lot. Most people play 1, I would like to play 2, but there's really no room. Target a spellcaster monster you control until the end phase gains 1,000 attack, and if it destroys a monster by battle, and I think you have to send it to the graveyard, right? No, every time it destroys a opponent's monster by battle, it does not have to send it to the graveyard, which is pretty nice. You can search for any Spellbook spell card from your deck and add it to your hand, except for Spellbook of Power, I believe. No, I guess you could add a Spellbook of Power if you play 2, so that's interesting. Next up, 2 Spellbook of Eternity. Very, very good card with Fate. Target one of your... Actually, does it even target? It does target. Target one of your banished Spellbook spell cards, add it back to your hand. Such a good card. 2 Spellbook of the Master. Usually what you want to do with this card is you want to activate Secrets for Master and then use Master's effect to target your Secrets. What does Spellbook of the Master do? Reveal another Spellbook card from your hand. This includes Blue Boy. And target 1 Spellbook spell card from your graveyard, and this card base becomes that card. So what you could do is, even though most of the Spellbook cards have the hard once per turn, you can't activate 2 of the same name in the same turn. You kind of get away with that because you can go Spellbook of Secrets and then use Spellbook of the Master to copy Secrets, which is nice. Then the only trap, 2 Treacherous Trap Hole. You can only activate if you have no traps in your graveyard. Target 2 monsters on the field, destroy. Now it has to be 2, can't be up to 2. So there are situations where I destroy my own Blue Boy, but it is what it is. So I think this is the most consistent variant. It's not very explosive. Basically what you do is you summon Blue Boy, hopefully get one of your other Spellbook monsters, and just sit behind your Spellbook of Fate. If you open with, say, a live Fate and a Treacherous Trap Hole and a Fool of Prophecy, that's amazing, but this deck will not OTK. So let's get into some duels and see how this deck works. I forgot to mention I'm also playing Restart just because I want to... the ideal opening hand is Blue Boy, Crescent, and then Spellbook of Secrets. Or excuse me, just Blue Boy and Secrets actually, because you can just Blue Boy for the Crescent. Because I don't like activating Crescent if I don't have a Spellbook of Secrets in my hand, because then you don't really have too much of a follow-up play. Because if you activate Crescent, and let's say they end up giving you like a Spellbook of Power, then you can't charge up your Fate. And I am losing a rank if I lose here. And this is a Joey Wheeler. Good old Grit. Pretty sure I said this in yesterday's video. they need to nerf this skill. And this is the ideal hand. Blue Boy and Secrets. So I already have a Fate in hand, which is nice. See, the thing about this hand, which is good, is usually what you want to do is you want to Secrets, get Master, and then Master, get Fate. I don't have to do that because I have Masters and Fate in my hand. So I can actually get a second Spellbook of Fate for next turn, which is pretty nice. Another thing I like to do is I like to always, if I have a Spellbook of Fate in the graveyard, I like to always remove a Spellbook of Fate from my graveyard when I activate a second one. Just because you don't really need it in the graveyard. Same with the Crescents too. The Crescents, you always remove them because you don't need them in the graveyard. And it's kind of tricky though because you have Spellbook with a Master. You know, there's some spell cards you want to have in your graveyard because Spellbook with a Master, and there's Spellbook of Eternity which you want to have banished. So it is a little bit tricky. You definitely have to be mindful of what you banish and what you keep in your hand and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show Eternity. I'm going to show, I guess I'll just show Powers and Fate. I don't really need anything else. Actually, I don't really need the Powers. I'll just do the Power. Screw it. I might end up searching for another Secrets with my Master. Oh no, I can't do that actually. I don't know. See, I wanted to get a Secrets for next turn, but I don't think I'm going to end up needing it, actually. Alright, so now we're going to use Spellbook of Secrets. Spellbook of Secrets is going to get an Eternity. I like getting Eternity because I'm assuming on Spellbook of Fate on my opponent's turn, then I can just Eternity back my Secrets, which is really nice. So let's use Master. Let's reveal Eternity. Now, this is pretty obvious, but I always like to reveal a card that I already searched for with Spellbook of the Master, so that way I don't give my opponent any extra information. Not the most important thing in the world, because if my opponent has ever played against a Spellbook deck ever, they're probably going to assume... I'll just get Blue Boy here. They're probably going to assume that I have a Fate anyway, but I think it's still worth it. And just like that, we have 3 Spellbooks in grave without having to burn our Spellbook of Power. Now, if you don't open Crescent and you really want to have 3 Spellbooks in the grave, sometimes you just activate that Spellbook of Power. Gain 1,000 attack, and that's it. You can't attack, obviously, but you get the Spellbook in the grave, which is really nice. But since we have a live Fate already, I don't need to use it. I might have to use it next turn, though. So what is this? Marsh Leaf. Okay. So hopefully he doesn't get a Lucky Mill. I mean, then again, it's Sylvan's. That's not bad. So Koosh is going to destroy my back row. I might as well just Fade it then. Yeah, might as well. I mean, luckily he didn't mill a Rose Lover, but then he could have like Dark Core in his hand or something like that. He is playing Snipe Hunter, which is interesting. I've been seeing Snipe Hunter attacked in a lot of decks lately, not just Sylvan's. I've seen it in Destiny Heroes. I've seen it in Archfiends. Very interesting card, indeed. Alright, so please don't have Tribute to the Doomed and a Rose... Okay, I was going to say, if he has Tribute to the Doomed, Rose Lover, and like a Herm Tree in hand, he just got the God hand, bro. Alright, so drew Secrets, which is nice. I'm actually going to use Eternity to get my Masters back, and I'm going to Secrets for a Fate. Yeah, let's get Masters back. And I'll use Secrets for a Fate, just so I have that live. And I am going to summon Blue Boy, actually. Yes, now Fate's live. But I'm going to summon Blue Boy anyway. I don't need my toggle on, actually. So he has Grit. I mean, that's another decent thing about this deck, is since you don't OTK, Grit isn't as much of a nuisance, but it's still such a nuisance. Like, I know I complain about the skill so much, but I'm not a fan of a skill that literally just says, hey, I can be dummy reckless, not really care, and if you have game, just kidding, you don't have game because I have a stupid skill that just cancels it out. So I'm going to set 2 Fates here just because if he mills another Koosh, I don't really care if he destroys 1. That way I'm not forced to use my Fate. Just sack him for 1,000 here. So no Rose Lovers in grave. Happy about that. And he's at 3,000. Okay. If I can draw a Fool of Prophecy, that would be amazing. Strength wouldn't be bad either, just for the damage. I just want a monster with more than 500 attack. That's the biggest issue I have with this deck. Another Marsh Leaf. I don't know why I always put my toggle on when they summon Marsh Leaf, but I just do it. I don't really need to, I don't think. It's just a habit. Carrot Guy and a Herm Tree. Okay. That's fine. So please don't mill a Rose Lover. Actually, no, Herm Tree doesn't mill when he's milled, right? He re-enters at the top. Okay, it's different. Herm Tree always trips me up a bit. I mean, the main reason why they just play is because it's a big monster. That's like the only reason. Like, it has Sylvan in the name, 2700 attack. There you go. All you need. But he's thinking here. Now, if he has a back row, I might just fade it anyway. At the end phase. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm going to fade his monster. He's going to attack me. Once I let that go through. I don't know. I need to draw a Strength of Prophecy or a Fool of Prophecy. It's a shame that you can't search them. This deck would be so stupid if you could search them, though, I guess. Because then it would be even more consistent. Like, oh my god. This deck's already really consistent. Alright, so he has the carrot, which he's gonna use. He has to have a Rose Lover in hand. There's no way he goes through 9 cards and never Rose Lover. So I'm gonna have to fate whatever he Rose Lovers out, I think. And I am gonna lose both of my blue boys. I don't have a choice though. Like I have to lose both my blue boys. Unless he like Rose Lovers for something less than 500 attack, which makes no sense. So he's not gonna do that obviously. So there's Guardio. I'm gonna use this on Guardio because he doesn't mill. You know, odds are he's gonna get a Herm Tree or something. So I have to do this. It is a bit unfortunate because I might end up losing here in the D-Rank Legend 1. Which sucks. Really sucks. But not much you can do when Sylvans get lucky, I guess. So I'm going to lose both my monsters here. But that's fine. So, actually, if I draw any Spellbook monster that's not Blue Boy, I'm in an okay spot. Actually, even Blue Boy wouldn't be bad. Full of Prophecy. Perfect. Okay. Let's use this effect. Let me send the Crescent, because Crescent's dead. Alright, now what else do I have in the grave here? Do I have a Secrets in grave? I don't. I could Masters for Crescent. Right? Because you can't Masters for Fate, unfortunately. I'm gonna Masters for Crescent. Just so I get another Spellbook in hand. Alright, so I have to reveal this. Not like it's a big deal. There's Crescent. Let's not chain that. And I only have 3 to target. So, if we get the Eternity, that'd be pretty good. Although Secrets wouldn't be horrible, because it's another spell I could activate. But I definitely prefer the Eternity. There we go. Okay. Let's use Eternity here. And I'm going to get back my Fate, I think. Yeah, I'm going to get back Fate. So I'll have 1 fully live Fate, and then I think... Actually, will I have 2 live Fates here? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, I'll have 1 fully live Fate, and then after I activate 1, I'll be able to use the 2 effects. I'm gonna Powers here. On this. Now, I'm not gonna attack the Carrot, because he can just bring it back with a Rose Lover. But I will set this. Actually, should I Fate one of his monsters? I should Fate one. Actually, let me just Fate. Yeah. Let me Fate his Carrot. Because I have... Okay, yeah, I'm going to have another live Fate. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Let's do that. And let's banish the Carrot so we can't bring it back later. And then let's attack over the Marsh Leaf. And then I'll get a Search off here. And then I'll have 5 cards left in deck. And 2 of which will be... other monsters with more than 1500 attack, basically. So I'm going to get a Secrets here. Yeah, I'll just get Secrets. And I'll end my turn. Alright. So he has no Rose Lover in grave anymore. He's going to have 3 cards in hand. Okay. So what does he have? I mean, it's going to really suck if he has Tribute to the Doom to Dark Core. Because if he, like, Tribute to the Doom Rose Lover, I lose. Because like you can't Spellbook of Fate unless you have a Spellcaster on the field. So it's quite unfortunate. What he's thinking here... Yeah. I mean, what? Raging Mad Plants? This is a card trader card? Wait, what did he target? Spellbook of Fate. Okay. Oh no, he didn't target Spellbook of Fate. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. So I don't even know what Raging Mad Plants does. All Plant monster control gain through instant attack for each Plant monster currently in your graveyard until the end phase. And at the end phase, you destroy all plants you control. Not a good card, buddy. So I have a Blue Boy in the deck, so I can search for that. I'm gonna do that. Get my last Blue Boy. Although Blue Boy can't search for another spell. I mean, he's gonna have no cards in hand. See, I know that this is... I think I lose here. Because I know this is a Koosh. So if I have to Fade it. I don't have much of a choice for what I banish. My options are getting limited. So that was a Koosh. Okay. I'm going to set this as a bluff because I probably can't even activate it anyway. So, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to activate that at all. Alright. So, we have 3 cards left in our deck, 2 of which are monsters. What's the other card then? Treacherous. So, we have 2 monsters and a Treacherous. Treacherous wouldn't be a bad draw either. Okay, Rose Lover. Yeah, Treacherous wouldn't be horrible. We get Fool of Prophecy. Can I win here? No. But I can get Fool to K. Which I don't know if I'm going to do that, actually. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to return the Fate to my deck. Another thing I like about Strength is you can just, not deck out, basically. So, I don't think I'm going to use the effect. Because if he draws, like, a Herm Tree, I'm screwed. Although he only has... Wait, so what's banished here? I don't know if I should attack or not. I mean, I might be forced to Treacherous. I'm going to do it anyway. I might be forced to Treacherous. I can't Treacherous because it's... I think I just misplayed. My thought process was, oh, if I destroy Rose Lover, I can just Treacherous what he summons. Then I realized Rose Lover makes it immune to traps. So, yeah. I lost that. But then again, if this is a Guardioke, I lose either way. It's a Herb Tree. Alright. Merchant. So... Actually, I don't even have Treacherous set. What am I saying? I spoke. I bluffed myself. Alright, so... If he draws a monster and summons it, I can win here. And then if my next card is Fool, I win. Unless he grits with 200 life points. Which just shows you how fair and balanced... So, goes to defense mode. Nani? Why would you do that? Why? See, this is what I mean. Like, Sylvan players are just bad. I'm sorry. Like, the majority of Sylvan players I play against are just trash. Like, why would you put your Herm Tree to defense mode? Do you really think I have Windstorm face down in my Spellbook deck? Like, what? You see? I don't know. There's Fate. Yep. I had a 50% chance to win that duel. Unless he draws a monster here. I mean, he has Rose Lover and Grave, so it doesn't matter. Any monster and he wins. Yeah. There's nothing I could have done. That's why I don't like this deck. You know, it's not a very, like, skill-based deck. It's just, oh, I milled a Rose Lover. Here's my Herm Tree. It's like, congrats. And it's like, oh, I have a dead hand. Or, not dead hand. Bregtane, let me just rely on Grit. And then, I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty. But I rank down. So I have a right to be salty. I didn't realize that was actually a really long duel. Because I'm currently at 18.5 minutes. So I think we only have 2 duels here. Unfortunately. Got another Legend 1 from Germany. Another Joe. See, okay. What is today? Today's May 8th. So, we're like almost in the middle of May. But like still in the beginning of May, right? This is Grit Sylvans, right? See, okay. If you're playing Grit Sylvans... Let's not restart. If you're playing Grit Sylvans this late in the season, that either tells me, 1, you're bad. And you just haven't hit COG yet. Or 2, you just got so frustrated using other decks that you just resorted to using Grit Sylvans because you can't win. Which, I mean, I'm almost at that point. I have like 100 wins this season. I don't know. I just don't like Sylvans at all, man. It's just... Especially with Grit. Like without Grit, it's like, okay. But with Grit, it's like, oh, hey, let me just be stupid. Let me just rely on luck even more to win my duels. That makes sense. Let me get Eternity, too. Alright, so I should be okay. I have the secrets. Actually, I should pick Masters. Doesn't really matter, though. I'm just doing it in a different order. I got Eternity. Okay, that's fine. Let's get Masters. And then Masters into Fate. And then if he sets Kush, I can just Fate it. So, that's good. Let's use Masters. Let me reveal my Eternity. Let me select Secrets. And give me Spellbook of Fate. There we go. Now, I could Eternity next turn, which is nice. Eternity's actually really good. Like, I'm starting to realize that the more I play this deck, how good Eternity is. And I'll just end my turn here. And we end... See, the thing with this deck, right? Like, even though we only have a 500 attack monster on board and 1 set card, we do end with a +1. Because we have, you know, 3 in hand, 2 on the field. And we start with 4. So it's like, that's kind of nice. But I don't know. So he sets a monster, probably a Kush. Enemy controller. Okay. Interesting. And I'm guessing he's going to use Rose Lover's effect? But he doesn't have game? Unless he mills a carrot? It's going to be Hermtree or Guardioak. It's Guardioak. Okay. He knows Marsh Leaf. And a Koosh. Wow, must be nice. They can use the effect. Okay. I don't really get the point of Econ taking if you're just going to destroy it. But, I mean, you just wasted your Econ there. Like, he would have been fine if he just passed his turn. Because I can't OTK him, and he has Grit, so, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times Spellbook players, or not Spellbook players, Sylvan players, like, don't realize they have Grit. Like so many times I'm playing, right? And they have, like, 2,000 life points and no cards on the field, and they just forfeit. And I'm like, you could have activated your Grit. Like, I don't know, man. Alright, anyway, let's do the Wombo combo again. Alright, and I have, a live Eternity, which is nice. Alright, so it's Secrets. Should I just get Fate right here? I think I might. Yeah, I'm just gonna get Fate. Actually, no, I'll get Masters. I'll do the whole combo. I'll make him suffer. Let's get Masters. Yeah. And then next turn, hopefully I don't draw Crescent. I can summon Fool. That'd be kind of nice. Alright, that's Masters. Revealing Eternity. Then I'm gonna activate in a second. On Secrets. Should I get Power? I'll get another Fate, just so I have it live for next turn. Actually, no, I'll get Power, because I can just... No, I'll get Fate. Yeah, I'll get Fate. Because I need Fate to activate Fate, don't I? There we go. Alright, now I'm going to Fate it. Let's banish it. So Crescent, Fates, Secrets. Let's banish that. Then let's use Eternity. I will get my Fate back. And then next turn, I have a live Eternity to get my Secrets back, if I need to. Set Fate. Attack for 500. Actually, can I see his graveyard? Okay, so he has no carrot. Did I banish the carrot? What happened to it? He never summoned a carrot. Okay. Must be thinking of last duel. Alright. So, he doesn't have Rose Lover engraved anymore. That is nice. He milled one of his Marsh Leafs. That is nice. He summons his Carrot Champion. Okay. Just gonna attack. I am going to Fate that. I really like Fating Carrot because they just can't bring it back. It's so satisfying. So just get out of my face, Carrot. Nobody likes you. And I'll remove the other Eternity. Alright, so now we have 2 Spellbooks engraved. Which is nice. Alright. Although I can't win here. Alright, don't be Crescent. Not Crescent. It's Fate. Fate's actually a good draw. Alright, so let's use PapaSea. Let's use the effect. Let me send my Spellbook of the Crescent. Or Library of the Crescent, whatever it's called. So the most damage I could do here is 31. If I get powers. I'm going to Eternity, though. I'm going to Eternity for... I'm going to get the other Fate. Because I'm gonna have 2 live Fates then. And I think that's better. Waiting for response. Alright, just gonna forfeit here. I know there's been an issue with Duel Links lately. If you play on your phone, it happened to me where like the connection is really bad. Just on your phone for some reason. Like even if you're on the Wi-Fi. Don't know what's up with that. I'm playing on PC right now and it's fine. He just forfeits. See, like I don't know if that was intentional or if that was a DC. Pretty sure I would have won because I had 2 live Fates. But again, that goes to my other point of so many times when I play against players with Grit, they just forfeit when Grit could activate. So it's like I don't understand the point of having Grit if you should have forfeit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a salty loser because I hate Sylvans and Grit. But that's it for today. Spellbooks are interesting. I think this is probably the most optimal way to play them. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you prefer the 30 card build? Do you prefer the 20 card build? I like the 30 card build a lot, but I don't like it if I don't open with grass. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And